Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tabitha and today we are going to talk about factors to consider when starting a business. See, everyone wants to do a business so they can make their own money at their own convenience time. So most people find employment as not flexible and sometimes they cannot work at the specific hours or time that they want to do the business. So everyone has that dream of doing a business, but how do you go about it? So we'll do factors to consider when starting a business. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe for more videos. So the first factor that you need to consider is demand. So is a business that you're going to feel in the market, is it wanted? Do you have many people who are looking for the products that you want to provide or the service that you want to provide? Is it like something that you can make money out of it if you launch it? So the demand is something, the first thing that you consider before you start doing a business. Let's say there is like a lot of apartment around and some of the apartment do not have laundry machine installed in them. So you deciding to do a laundromat around the corner might be a high demand product or services that you are giving to that community. And in this case, like you can make money and also making sure that you don't have other many laundromat around you, because that will also affect your business. So the demand is the first factor you consider before starting a business. Demand, so we're still working on the demand. What your business can do that other businesses cannot provide. So that will also help the demand for your business. So if you can provide something that other people are not providing yet, and then there will be more people will be wanting to try that new product, or is something that they need and no one provide it in the market. So you will be guaranteed that you will make money from that if you can provide that thing that other businesses are not providing, and also is it something that is in demand. Can you differentiate from other business to increase your demand? So if this happen when you are already selling something that other companies are selling. So if you're selling something that other companies are selling, and you might face this huge competition and it will affect your business. So if you want to stand out and create more demand for your product, you can differentiate it so it can look different from your competitor. Let's say, for example, you are selling ice cream. Instead of just selling a plain ice cream, maybe you can add like flavor that extinguish yours from the competitor, and that will also increase the demand if you have more services that are added on your product. Identity is another factor that you consider before you start a business. So identity, what is the identity when it comes to business? So why do you want to do business is the thing. So why do you want to do business? Is it something that you're passionate about, or do you have a group of people who really want your service? So what makes you start this business? So what makes you start the business is your why. Is it are you passionate about? And this is the thing that will keep you in the business even when you're not making money. It's the passion that you want to express. So if your why is big and you know it's something that you have to fulfill, even if you have not made money yet, you will keep your head up and keep pushing and keep trying until you really achieve what you want to achieve with this business. So do you have a group of network that need your offer? So that another consideration of your business identity. Let's say, for example, you have a community like a Ethiopian community, and you start making injera. So this is a group of people who need that product, and you know the network. So the network you're providing, the product that they highly demand. So that will also encourage you to start the business. It is the network that you have and the demand that those people have toward the product you want to sell. So another factor is the business structure. How are you going to go about your business? Are you doing a sole proprietorship, or are you doing partnership? Are you doing cooperation? So it just depends on individuals. So on this video, we have not included sole proprietorship. So that one is like when you do a business solely, like by yourself. So all the liabilities fall on you as individual, and that one your liability is very limited. So with me, your product, your business and you are the same thing. So when something affects the business, it's also affect you. So in this video, we are doing partnership and cooperation. So the partnership is for two or more that need to share decision in making the risk together. They also share losses and also share profit. Those are partners. It could be two or it could be more. Cooperation is like when you take ownership of a company, but you're not part of what goes on in the business. It's like buying partnership with that company, but you're not part of the operation. So this is like, for example, if you buy shares of Bank of Montreal and you become a partner, like a common shareholder partner. So you're part of that corporation, but you do not involve in their business operation. Whatever goes in there is not your business. So their business operation, they do it by themselves. Maybe people who are really doing part of that. Other people, they set up their corporation too, like two partners or three partners, they can open an operation and they can also make it public or private. So those are business structures. So which one is yours? Have you decided how you're doing business? Is sole proprietorship or partnership, or is it cooperation that you want to do? Cooperation has more tax advantage as compared to sole proprietorship. Number 4 is price. So what are these people that you're selling to? And if you're selling to different demography, the demography of the people that you are selling to also determine the price that you charge. So sometimes there's something they call inelastic demand and elastic demand. So people who have elastic demand, they're always affected by change in the demand is always affected by change in a price. And they will, even if they need your product, they might not even buy it because they think that they cannot afford it. But the people who are in elastic demand, these people, change in price does not really affect their demand. So in this case, you need to understand who are you selling to and whether or not any change in price is going to affect the demand of your product. So in that case, now you will know how you would price your product. So you need to consider the cost of goods, transportation, and other services. When you put it together, how much percentage do you want to make as a profit, and putting into consideration the people that you are selling to. Are they in elastic demand people, or are they in the elastic demand group? And charging reasonable price can make you make more sale and increase profit by the volume of the item that you sell, depending on the elasticity of the demand. So if you are selling to elastic demand group, so charging reasonable prices that so selling to elastic demand customers or target market is like, this will help you to price your product. It will help you to price your product at a reasonable price, and this will help you to increase the sale and make profit by selling more volume. So this, put that into consideration. You can charge those prices. And with this group that are elastic demand group, so this group, you can even like make a little bit change to your price, and that will trigger the buying power, and they will start buying your item, because their demand is always affected by every slight change in the price. Market. So what is the market that you're selling to? Just like I've already said, like you can also consider market in terms of demand. Is it in elastic demand or elastic demand? Elastic demand are people who are affected by a slightly change in price. So but here we are looking at the broad market you can serve, the geographical range you can serve. So there's a market and there's marketing. So market is a place, or it could be a person that you are selling your product to. So that make up the market. It's the geographically area is also the person, because the person can be also a market. So we're still talking about the market. So once you are determining your market, so now you can seriously narrow it down and into specific small niches. What are the kind of people might have the need of your business to answer? So this thing, you have to think about it before you really start the business, because starting a business is very expensive, and you don't want to go there and now struggle, you lose your money, and you don't know what to do next. And this might even like discourage you from trying other things later. So you need to know what needs your business feel. Is it a problem that the business is solving, or is it a process? Is it good food that you want to provide, or are you providing the laundry? So it's something that you have to consider. Consider your market, study your market, see where is the gap that you want to fill. Specific audience. So now after you determine your market, you know what are the specific audience. Are they children? Are they adults? Are they teenagers? Is it a community? Is it people who are religious group? So you need to determine that. After determining your market, you can now narrow it down in terms of age, location, specific group, like different demography. So now you can go down one by one. What is the potential, the aspect of your potential customer? Aspect of your potential customer, you need to consider it by age, the age group, the children, infant, adults, old people. So who are you serving in general? So what is the location that you're serving? Is it in North America? Are you selling in Africa? Are you targeting Asia? Hobbies, is it whatever you targeting? Is it like solving hobbies? Is it like talents? Are you looking at people dancing? The work? So is it work? Is it income levels? So you have to narrow it down to your potential customers. Are you targeting high income people? Or are you targeting middle class? Are you targeting people who are struggling with the bills? What value are you trying to create? So is the value there? Are you creating the value, or is the value already there? Is it political? Is it religious conviction? What is it that you are trying to target your audience, specific audience? What is it that they have, the aspect, the potential of that customers that you are targeting? Another one is the startup cost. So when you're starting something up, you need money. You need money to start up. You need money. So startup cost could really go toward equipment you need for the business that you are going to provide. It's also involved the technology that you're going to use. Do you need computers? Do you need something that you will use in the processing of your product or services? Do you need raw material? Are you the one making your product, or are you reselling? Okay. So another one is like maintaining cost. So maintaining cost is also part of the startup cost. So sometimes people pay electricity, and then some companies, they also like leave the electricity on at night. They do a lot of stuff. Maybe if you're doing real estate business, there are time when like things don't work out. There's toilet pass out and you have to pay for it. That's maintenance cost. It's time when you have to renovate the house because the tiles are worn out. So that's also the maintaining cost. Another one is that startup cost also. We're still on that. So what are some of the things that you still consider when you, so are you going to run your business, or are you going to pay other employees to help you run the business? So that one is also a startup cost. You have to consider that. Web hosting, are you going to have any web for your business, or is it a brick and mortar that you don't have to advertise anything online or do other things? So you're going to have some design or advertisement. Are you going to have that one or not? So stuff like that. The next thing is funding. Where do you get the money if you don't have the money to start the business? Some people, they can save money and start the business. Some other people can take loans and promise to pay back the interest and then see, hoping that the business is going to work. Consider how you will find money for your startup costs. Where are you getting the money? Personal savings can also handle that, or you can take a loan from a bank, or you can take a loan from the bank. You can even borrow from family if the family do have some cash and they're not using it now. You can borrow it and start your business. So stuff like that. Borrow from friend. You can take business. You can take government grants to start your business too. So there's a lot of options that you can use to fund your business. So that is it. So as long as your business is going to work and then you are on the safe side, and that's why you want to do your due diligence before you start the business, because it's going to really screw up and get away with your money, right? So consider how you will feel. Find money for your startup costs, credit from family or friend, government grant, your saving, your credit card, your loans from the banks, and all those stuff. So let's see what is going on. We're still on the funding part, and we're giving you all the options that you can use to fund your business. Fund your business. Yes, after you get all the credit or all the money that you borrow to start up your business, you also need to consider the effect of the credit on your business. How much interest are you going to be paying every month? And is it really worth it? Is it worth it? Is it leaving you some profit after you sell the product or services that you're providing? So are you paying 8% on your credit card and you're only getting 2% from your business? Does it make sense? So those are the things that you also need to consider when it comes to funding the business, like money, borrowing people money. So it comes with the cost of borrowing. So you need to be very careful on that. The money obligation. Yes, the effect it have on your business. This is like the previous point. So interest that you're paying, all those stuff. Does it make sense? The money obligation. So does it make sense? Can you borrow money and start your business instead of waiting for things to be well? Because they might not get well. So what are the additional costs that you incur when you are using borrowed money? And is there any guarantee that your business is going to work and you're going to return someone else money without many penalties? Make a range on how to pay back the loan. Research grant before you accept them. Okay, so some grants, they just trick you into getting the grant. You start your business and then later on you're just paying forever, because the larger interest that come with it might not even be worth the money that you're making from your business. So research before you accept this grant. Another factor is competition. So this is mostly the one that kill money businesses. Many small businesses die here in Canada because of high competition from big corporation. So let's say, for example, I've decided to sell a resale item, and my business is small, and I cannot keep up with the competition that I get from other big retailers, because these customers can find them there on a discount and maybe cheaper prices than what I can offer. So they will rather prefer to go to big companies to buy the product that they want. So competition is something that you need to consider. So if you are going to compete with big companies, can you keep up like pricing your item like the way they are also pricing theirs? Can you really afford that? Because if you're selling your item lower than the cost of the price the cost of good that you paid, and then you are just wasting your time and your money. So you're not making any profit. So you have to consider competition before you start any kind of business. Locating further from them, at least maybe if you're far from your competitors, yes, people who live around you might buy your stuff because of convenience. So they would rather just get it from you instead of spending some 30 minutes going to your competitor to buy that good. Learn the advertisement that work for them. So the advertisement that work for those competitors, it can be advantageous to you, because if you use it, it might really give you customers too. So it's competition. So when you have your business, you also need to record your business activities, because if you just let it just flow like that, you have no idea what is going on, whether you are making profit or not, and making profit or not, or you're just wasting energy, time, and money. So you have to keep yourself, record yourself. So I misspelled record keeping, is with double E. So you have to record yourself, record your income, record your expenses, operational cost, and then you can now do the math and see if you are making profit. So that's very important. You have to record your books, location. So deciding on where to put your business is good. So you can put it close to the target market that you are, because a lot of people don't want to waste time going around. If you do it at your own house, and then maybe you're doing like shipping, online business, all those stuff. So that's different. If you want a storefront, so the storefront come with a lot of other extra expenses, like where is it that storefront stores that you want to open? How much money do you have to pay to start that business? How the rent, the display, decoration, electricity, locks, cameras, a lot of things that comes with operating the store, register, paying situation here, phones. So you have to have like a landline phone, so that one you also have to pay for it monthly, and you also have to pay for the lights. You also have to pay for a computer if you need one. You also need a bathroom within your store, because if you're there and you want to use the bathroom, and then you will have to go ahead and use it. The printers and fax machines. So all the stuff are needed when you want to have a store. Okay. Regulations. I think this one was supposed to come in number 3 or something like that. So regulation is very important, because if you are caught doing a business without following any regulation, you could even like face penalties, to pay money, or also you could be sent to jail. Local business law can help you avoid a violation. So you have to look at the local business laws. What are the requirements? What do you need to do before you start your business? Appeal of the location, rent, able to afford. So what are some of the regulations that you need to know before you start the business? Yes, other thing is employees. How many employees will you require? Are you going to run your business, or do you want other employees to support your business? Do you need freelancers? Do you need people who can be cashier? Do you need anything, like any employees that can support you? Loaders, do you need loaders to load your merchandise? Stuff like that. So local employment law, look at them. What is the payment required, the minimum payment required to give to your employees? How many hours a week that should they work, and how are you going to pay them? So all those stuff. Supply and sourcing. So how do you get the products and product that you sell? Do you produce your own, or are you sourcing it from somewhere? Have a special discount? Do they give you special discounts? Do you need transportation, shipping costs? Is it free? Suppliers, technology. Do you have other suppliers apart from what you have? So if you cannot get deal with your current supplier, and then you could switch to a different supplier. So there are a lot of things that you consider when you do it before you start a business. Where are you going to get the product? Is it something that will always be there and people will come and buy them. Suppliers and sourcing. So are you getting your product from Alibaba Express? Where are you getting your product that you are selling? Are you buying direct from big companies? So where are you your equipment, material you need for each stage? So what are some of the material you need for each stage? Okay. Suppliers and sourcing. Suppliers and sourcing. So the next one will be accounts, you know. So this one should be even in front. So accounts, what accounts do you really want? Is a business account? Are you doing sole proprietorship that you can just put them in your personal checking account? What accounts do you need? Can you register your business in the CRA website? Because now you're running the business. The bank account for business, credit card accounts for business, all those stuff. So you need to consider those ones. What are some of the accounts that you will need? Number 16, brands. Are you creating your own brands or are you selling other people's brands? So let's say I want to resell, I could be selling Nike, I could be selling Michael Jordan, I could be selling all those stuff, reselling those ones. So those are other people's brands. But if you're creating your own brands, so what value, personal value to create a unique brand. So what is it that you're trying to convey, right? Why do you think people will buy into your brand? So why would they identify themselves with what you want to create? Is it value? Is it religious campaign? Is it whatever? What is it that you want to really portray with your brand? The value that you're creating with your brand, how you want customers to see you, personal value to create a unique brand. Cohesive brand can help in unifying your packaging and your location. Another one will be marketing. So before when I was talking about market, I told you like there is a difference between marketing and market. Market is more of the person buying the product or the place that you are selling the product. But the marketing is like the action. So what are you doing to drive people to come and buy your products? Are you putting adverts out? Are you posting it on social media? What are you doing? Are you making posters to send out your brand and all the stuff? So that is marketing, how you can let other people know about your business. Are you putting on social media? There's TikTok, there's Facebook, there's Instagram. So where are you doing your marketing? And is it effective? So before when I was working at Cash Money, so we will take the printout posters and then we go to every bus stop, and we pin them there. And actually we could get customers that come with the flyers and say, oh, I found it here. So what are you doing for your business? Where are you posting your posters? Is it on social media? Where? Target audience to understand whether to advertise. Know your target audience. Is it something that you need to advertise to? Are they people that you need to advertise to? Or they already know where you are and they already want this product, so there's no need for advertisement. See, that is it. Marketing, the process of you taking out your business to people. Who is going to buy into your business and why should you do advertisement? Distribution. So people who are buying your products, are they spread out? Are they your neighbors? Are they your church members? Are they your schoolmates? Are they your Are they in the country that you are living in, or they are far? How far is your market spread out? Do you need to shift item internationally? What is it? So how far is your market from where you're located? Use other businesses to sell your product. Do you want to use other businesses to sell your products? How far? How far? If I buy products here and sell them to people who live in Kenya, and then that's international, and the distribution is locally and internationally. So that is what it means. Distribution, you also need to understand, because if you are distributing a product from where you are internationally, you will have to pay for shipment, or your customer will pay for it. And if your customer is paying for it, they might change your mind buying your product, because they think it's going to be very expensive, because the cost of transportation or the shipping cost is going to be higher. So even if they like the product, they might not really buy it because it is expensive. The overall cost is expensive. So you need to consider that one too. So, and then you might decide, okay, I'm only going to be selling locally, not internationally, because I don't want my customers not to buy my thing because they cannot afford it. Those one cannot afford it because there has to be a shipping cost. So that is the distribution part of the factors that you need to consider when you are doing, before you start doing a business. Limits. So in doing business, people can get excited. They can overwork themselves. They can do long hours and all those stuff. So for your own health, you need to set hours or specific numbers of order you can process. So let's say, for example, you have a store, and then you say, okay, because I have another job, let me go to my store from this hour to this hour. And you be consistent in doing that, so that your customers also get used to your routine and the hours that you work. So it has to be limited. Protect your own health by setting limits. And that brings us to the end of the factors that you need to consider before you start a business. And if you like this video, please subscribe for more videos, and thank you for watching.